when we're dealing with HIV, it's just not a single thing. It's just not a one-person virus. It's not a one-person disease. When you're dealing with it, you have to come at it full throttle, basically. You have to come with it with a strong mind, a strong heart, and strong will. Also, things is not as easy as people think it is. You know, they see it on TV as something you can live that's, manageable. You see healthy people. You see people who are good with their weight. Some people that are, overweight or skinny. There's so many different mixed messages about HIV and AIDS. I just want you to know that this is something that is preventable. You can live with it, but you don't have to go through the trials and tribulations of dealing with it every day, as far as the mental aspect, the physical, and the emotional part. Also, taking the medications every day. I don't like pills. I don't like doing all those type of extracurricular things if I don't have to. And if I can change the hand of time, I probably would have done things differently. But as we all know, things happens for reasons. Something happens. Some things are reversible, some things aren't reversible. And I just want to continue on paving the way to teach others that you can live with this, but you don't have to put yourself at risk for catching it. You can live with it, you just have to take care of yourself. And we all know that our lives are different. We all got different, methods of, taking care of important things. And we know that HIV is one of the most important things you have to take care of. Because if you don't do what you have to do, you can put your life at risk of causing yourself to die early or causing other things to happen and that you don't want to happen. And it's just such a topic that should never go away, should never be treated like a chapter in the book. As I always say, it's something that needs to be taken seriously. Some days I have my good days and some days I have my bad ones. But I know that I have a purpose and that my life is not going to end, and I'm not going to let HIV take over me or just do damage as people would think. Relationship-wise, I'm still not at the point yet of feeling real comfortable about my lifestyle and about my virus, or about the virus that I'm dealing with. You never know who's going to feel too comfortable with this. You never know who's going to reject you. You don't know who's going to take you for who you are. I see things differently since living with the virus. Before, I really didn't know anything about it. I just knew that it was a nasty disease to get from having sex with everybody. And I didn't even think that, I didn't think about it as much. I didn't know people were born with it. I didn't know back in the 80s that people was positive because they had blood transfusions and no one didn't even test the blood before giving it to someone. I didn't know these things, but now I do. And now I'm looking at things totally differently now. I'm looking at it in a positive way, not in a negative way. It is what it is. And it's up to you to keep it that way, to keep yourself negative from being positive. It may sound difficult to comprehend, but it's easy. All you have to do is read about it. Use condoms. Just take your life as possible. Just take it seriously. And I hear people talking about the HIV vaccine. Who really wants to take the HIV vaccine if you don't have to? It's a little squirrel in the way. But you don't know what lies within that vaccine. You don't know what it can do to your body. You don't know what side effects can happen. I see a lot of things on Twitter and it makes me sick to my stomach to see how people are really treating HIV. It's not as simple as just taking a shot or taking pills and you're done. It's not like that. It's an ongoing thing that I deal with, that millions of people deal with. And I just wish I had did things differently. I wouldn't be in the situation that I am in now. So don't put yourself at risk. It may be a long drawn out thing. I keep saying it over and over again, but I wish someone had to do the same thing for me. I wish someone had gave me the information, give me their life story, give me their experience living with the virus. Then maybe I wouldn't be in this situation. I would have an open mind to protecting myself, to treat people as equal, as though they're not living with the virus, meaning treating them as though they're somebody, treating them as though they do belong here, that they do have feelings, and that this virus will never go away until they're secure coming along. You don't know how it is living with this virus unless you live it yourself. And now I do. I didn't understand it then, but now I do totally understand what it's like living with this. So do yourself a favor. Read, use condoms, and just protect yourself. Ask questions and go get tested with a friend or a partner of yours. It's just not a gay thing. It's just not an African thing. It's just not a drug thing. It's a everything thing. It's something that affects everyone, even animals. So take it seriously. Don't play with your life like this. Don't. Because if I can just take it out of my body right now and just dispose of it, I would do it. But I can't. I have to keep on going with my life. And I just want to use my life as something to help someone else, so they won't fall into the same situation that I've fallen in and that some others has fallen in.